What we have here is a video telling you an easy way to mix epoxy and apply it. I've tried several ways. I've got this two-part JB Weld epoxy, part A, part B, 1-to-1 ratio. Pretty simple. Normally we just mix it up on the cardboard here, use a little knife or some other kitchen utensil. What I found is that you take a Ziploc bag and you pour the two parts of epoxy in it. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, you're able to just kind of knead it around and mix it with your fingers here. You don't make a mess, doesn't get on your hands, blah, 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 blah. Now, the nice thing about this plastic bag is that you can basically just squish it all into one corner here, however you want to do it. And then you have a nice little cone here. So you take that cone and you cut the tip of it off or rip it off. And what I'm using this for here today is a little wood mug project that I'm making over here on the lathe. And you can see there's a bunch of holes here inside the wood. Over here is actually a big crack. So what I like to do on these lathe projects that split like this is just fill them with epoxy. And so I'll just try a little sample here. I don't know how good I can epoxy in video. Let me see. Yeah, I could get this to stand up somewhere over here. Maybe. Well, kind of there. Anyway. So, take the little corner here and you gently rip it off. Once your epoxy is mixed, then you take and boom, you got a little squeeze oven here. Squeeze in that hole. It'll soak down a little bit into them cracks, it'll be fine. One thing I like to do with the epoxy when trying to make a good flat surface for woodworking, you kind of want it to be nice. Put that down. Is my duct tape method. And so you take the epoxy, and once you've applied it, get a little duct tape out here. And where that stuff is soaking in the holes, you just put a little duct tape over it. And yeah, don't get sawdust on your duct tape, doesn't work. And then you take another here, it's a little more complicated one here. But you can leave that duct tape a little bit loose and wrap it around all your corners here like so. Press it in the cracks really nice and tight. You can even use a tool to kind of help that. Help that in them cracks right there. And then we'll get the third epoxy spot over here. And what the nice thing about this duct tape is, kind of keeps your epoxy from sagging out until it hardens. So now the duct tape's on here, and I'll rotate this upside down and let it kind of fill in there. I do have another crack over here. Let's see if we can squeeze some more of this epoxy into the crack here with our nice fancy Ziploc applicator. Oh yeah, going really nice into the cracks. Now usually I'll kind of tape this off beforehand. Oh, yeah, take the sides off like this if you want to do a top-down type method here. Tape the sides off so that it doesn't run out your crack over here. Let me grab some more duct tape. And here we go. Oh, that one's out too. What do you do? Alright, well, anyway. I guess we don't have a ton of epoxy left in the bag. But the nice thing is, you know, you can pretty much squeegee this stuff down to the corner. And just run it right into your crack like so here. And if you don't mind the stuff on your finger, you can mop up the excess and force it deep down into the wood cracks. But it makes a really nice crack filler once it hardens here. Might have to look for some more tape here quick. Like a bunny. But with this method here, with the Ziploc bag, mixing your epoxy and stuff, you don't really get any mess on your hands. You can throw the bag away when you're done. And it works wonderfully. And when it's all done, I'll show you what it looks like here when I'm making some wood mugs. You can end up with all kinds of weird epoxy stuff, but I'll show you a couple examples. On this mug here, I don't know if you can see this in the light, but basically when you epoxy, you can get a nice little window like that in your mug, or any piece of wood that you're creating anything with. You can see the whole top lip of this one is half epoxy. Some right here is actually wood mixed with epoxy. Just kind of a nice thing. But you can see that overall, when you get all done, the finish on this is going to look really nice. So that's all for now. Thank you much.